How you doing?
How are you doing? You notice how I always answer questions with questions.
Yeah, that's how you're the best negotiator for this job.
Peter, we're looking at a store in Jersey City, and there's eviction notice on the door. We talked to EJ in the past. What was said?
That will be, I have the notes here.
You need the notes? Come on, this is right in the forefront of your head there.
Well, Mario said he wanted to make sure that we know what we're doing. And you
I sent an email. It's got before and after pictures of the photos. Of course, he knows that we know what we're doing. And where have we left this? He wants to see existing locations. And, this is a big fear of my students, that they're going to email or ask you, okay, if you're such an expert, where are your stores? Well, everybody has to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Never. The flip side of that is never bullshit or lie to anyone in business, ever. If I sent out an email with the locations of all the stores that I have in New Jersey, Connecticut, New York, there's 37 stores. Is he going to go look at those stores?
Of course not.
No. Trust me, never happen. They want to see something on paper. It's the whole net worth versus reality. Let's call this guy back, and our goal is not to smooth over his question, but to answer his question in total and to get some lease terms out of this guy. All we have is this toll-free number, right?
Yes.
All right, stand by.
This is EJ.
EJ, Danny D, the laundry guy. How you doing?
I'm good, Danny. Yourself?
Fantastic. Never felt better, never had more. Didn't want to stall out here on this location on Garfield Avenue. I think we were waiting on your potential lease rate here, see if all parties can come together and do business.
Yeah. So, so I should have mentioned to you, and I apologize if I didn't. We have, an existing tenant in our portfolio, multi-unit operator who did approach landlord directly. I think the day that the space came on the market about a month ago. And we are in negotiations with them, but happy to revisit with you if and when things don't work out with them.
Perfect.
As far as the
I
lease
appreciate
rate,
that. As a landlord myself, I always want to deal with a known factor, a known entity in that your existing tenant. So good for you. I can't help but caution you. You said that he's a multi-unit owner. Does he already own laundries?
He does.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, in our portfolio. So,
then that makes perfect sense.
Relationship there, kind of a thing.
We've got stores in 3 states, and I can have you crawl up our ass, but you should definitely deal with that known entity first. I don't blame you. If that falls apart, let us know. You were saying, go ahead. What's the rate?
No, that was it. But the rate, I think we could get something done like, $30 a foot, $29, $30 a foot, triple net. Extras are about $8 a foot here.
If your guy falls apart, let me know.
Will do.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
He wants $42 a square foot, right? Did you hear what he said? But he said here. The end of the statement was, well, this is what we get here, right? Here. I'm not going to argue with him, because in negotiating, there's levels, there's tiers to this, okay? I'm not going to get into an argument with this guy right now, which is what a negotiation is. We're not there yet. He said very clearly, he hasn't gotten back to us because they're dealing with a known entity, they're dealing with their tenant, and I mean that. Good for them. If their tenant's willing to give him $42 a square foot, he's not. He's not going to do that. If he's an operator, he knows that. But the guy's fishing. All in, $42 a square foot, 12, 24, 40. It's almost 3 times where we need to be at $12. But now is not the time to kick that hornet's nest. We're not there yet. Meaning, if he calls back in a couple months and says, yeah, Danny, hey, remember me? It's EJ. I want to talk terms here. Now we know we've got him, because what happened to your tenant? He either fell apart, wasn't willing to pay their ask, because when he said here. That has to do with not the rate of rent commensurate for a laundromat, but the rate of rent in that part of New Jersey. And we don't deal with that. No, thank you.
All right. Gotcha.
Your homework, get more stores. Put them in front of me. This is a numbers game. If this knucklehead reaches back out, you'll be the first to know.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.